sir. Yes.
So in this session, so I'll be talking about the configuration part of section 89. Okay. So whatever the info type 588 subtype of 4 section 89 relief we have seen, so that the backend configuration I'll be discussing in this particular session. Go to SAP, SPRO, Indian payroll.
Going to Indian payroll, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm opening payroll.
So one task I'm giving to you in the meanwhile, which we'll be trying. So info type 588 subtype 4, the text was not visible, right? It should be section 89 eligibility.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to solve that issue. This is a very simple one. Okay. So you have to, you can do some Google and you have to see how to bring that text in the system. So I'm just putting the text what it should be. It should be section 89 eligibility. Okay. So I'm just putting in the chart window section 89 eligibility. Okay. So it should show section 89 eligibility. Okay. That one we'll be checking. So I'll be checking in the next session. Okay. Now after I will tell you, you can try that. So
Okay,
now we'll be seeing you understood the task?
Yes, sir. This is a task for the next session, right?
Sorry?
You want to do right now or?
No, not now.
It's on
This is
Monday
a task in the future. Okay, so you can
Okay.
whenever you will be doing this is just because this is also an incident. As I was saying, suppose you will be working in a support project and you'll be getting an incident that this text is not coming due to some misconfiguration. Okay, so this is also a practical hands-on for you. How what kind of issues will be solving? These kind of issues will not come definitely in a typical implementation, but it is an incident for you. Okay, which you will be solving. Okay.
Yeah, what I need to do here, sir? So I need to
So
configure
basically,
the
there will be a
SI.
table. There will be a table, and in that particular entry will be missing. That text will be missing there.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure, sir. I will
So
do.
now we go to section 89 where it will be there. Can you tell me by reading that these things?
Deductions. No.
Mm-hmm.
Section 89.
Tax.
Is it retroactive payroll run, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. So that will be again a task for you. In the entire thing, you'll be searching. I'll just quickly go to directly to the table and I'll tell you. Okay, so you have to identify. So go to SN30 directly.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Go to SN30 and go to that constant table. Payroll constant.
511K.
511K.
Yeah.
It is already there in the drop down. Yeah, go there and you just try to search for this, whichever I was typing in the window, chart window,
Okay.
S89, S89 SW.
S18 and SW.
Position. Take position.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
can
sir.
see there are two constants here, S89 SW, S89 TX. Okay.
Yes.
So the first one is section 89 switch implement level. So why it is required? So if there is a value also you can see for this particular S89 SW, the value is a 1. Okay. So what is the meaning of this value? Yes. Okay. So if you are setting, so this is the basic setting whenever you are doing a section 89 relief configurations. Okay. So the basic setting you have to always check. Section 89 calculations are done for your. First of all, you have to check with the company whether most of the company they follow. They anyway section 89 relief they have to give it to the employee. Okay. Some of the employees, so some of the organization actually suppose they are not following and they are giving that in manually. That is different. But 99% of the organization they will be following this kind of scenario. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're setting up this S89 SW equal to 1, okay, that means you are giving a command to the system, dear SAP, that you have to compute my section 89 relief for all the employees automatically. The first method which I told you. Okay, that is the meaning of this one. If you're putting the one, otherwise, if you can leave the blank, leave it blank, or it's a zero. Okay, so in those cases, and the same thing you can read it in the documentation. Just open that I button, click that I button.
Yes.
Same thing have been explained there, which I explained now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can see, like if you're setting it a 1, the system will compute the section 81 relief for the employees. And if you are choosing 0 or leaving it a blank, then that means you are not allowing your the system to compute section 89 relief for your employees. Okay, so that is the understanding. You understood this concept?
Yes, yes, sir. We got the point, sir. Yes.
It should be always ideally whatever projects I have worked in from my experience, 7 or 8 projects, whatever I've done for Indian payroll, it is always set to 1. I never recommended the client to make it 0 or blank. Okay, for testing purpose you can do it, but ideally in a live scenario it should be always 1.
Okay.
So with this understanding, so this is called section 89 1 switch. Okay, so this is now switch is on. So this is okay.
Yeah.
So why I am telling you these things for the first time? So suppose your client is complaining, you are getting an incident like there is no section 89 relief is calculated for any employee. Okay, so for that, how to resolve this kind of issue? So for the first, whenever you are getting this kind of incident, first of all, you have to check this constant by coming to this constant table. Okay, that is the first step. And if it is maintained, then the second step is you have to check that info type 588, that soft type 4, if that is ticked or not.
4.
Okay, that is another checkpoint. Okay, if that is also not ticked, okay, then even if the system will be calculating the section 89 relief, it will not be reflected for that employee. Okay, so suppose you suppose if this is the main switch, if this switch is on, then only it will calculate. If it is off, or if you're making it a 0, it will not calculate for any employees. Okay, so if the client is complaining, if the customer is complaining, it is not calculated for any employee, you have to see, first of all, you have to come here. And if the customer is saying it is calculated for few employees and for few employees another it is not calculated, then you have to go to the info type 588 and subtype 4, you have to check it. Okay, so this is the way you have the approach. Okay. You have to follow for this kind of scenarios. Okay. So,
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah.
after understanding this, what we will be doing. Yeah. So another thing I will tell you is 89 TX. So another constant. We just go to the another constant.
There also 1.
Yeah. Just yeah. So what is say section 89 the waste type 650 plus 650 negative or 0. Okay.
Negative
So what
0.
does it says? Under section 89, okay, if you charge any tax on the arrears, okay, it would have been charged if it was paid in that year. That is the definition of section 89 negative relief. Okay, and that is stored in your /650. Okay, so whatever your negative, it has been the tax. Okay, it has been stored in this particular waste type. Okay, so this is the amount it would have been refunded tax if that had been deducted in an earlier year. Okay, so in those cases, what it will do, okay, so just to open the documentation again, it will be clear then. If your company is taking that view that it should not be allowed, you can move it to 0. That means, but by default, if you're putting it a 1, then system will consider the negative values as well. So in my projects, mostly I used 1 only. Okay. So the entire thing has been, whatever I told you, it has been explained over here. Okay, what does it say? So can you read that excluding and including? What does it say?
Yes, I'm reading, sir. Excluding the additional salary, the system calculates the tax for each of the past years to which the additional payment pertains at the rates the prevailed in those years. Excluding
Excluding.
including the additional salary. Yeah, including the additional salary, the system calculates the tax for each of the past years to which additional payment pertains at the rates that prevailed in those years.
Huh. So what is the difference between these two? Anything? Excluding the additional salary, and second point it is saying including the additional salary. Okay, when I say additional salary means that actually some additional amount you're getting. Okay, so it can be bonus or any increment. Okay, so those kind of things are there. Okay, so now if you see in the next paragraph, it is saying for each of the past year, system calculates the difference between the tax calculated in steps 2 and step 1. Okay, so like excluding, including means actually suppose without bonus, suppose you have not received that particular amount, what could have been the tax? If you are receiving that bonus or the additional salary, what should be the your tax? Okay, so that is the difference, and that difference will be stored in which waste type? That is a 650/650. Now you got it.
Yes, sir.
This
We
document
got
is
it.
little tricky, but you have to understand in that way which I have explained. Okay. So
Okay.
that is the concept, and the same thing have been explained in the next two paragraph as well. Okay, so if
Yeah, okay.
in step 2 is greater than the amount in step
Yeah. Do
1.
you want to read the two paragraphs?
Yes, so the Lakshmi, you can read it.
Sir, can't
I will
read.
read it. I will
No
read, sir.
problem.
No
No
problem. I
problem.
will.
No problem.
Yeah. If the value of the ad tax payable and such waste type slash 650 is positive, that is the amount calculated in step 2 is greater than the amount calculated in step 1,
Mhm.
then the difference between the two is
Mhm.
taken for section 89 subsection 1 relief
Mhm.
computation.
Mhm.
So if the value of ad tax payable and such waste type slash 650 is negative, by
Mhm.
default the system considers the negative value for section 89 subsection 1 relief
Mhm.
computation. If you want to change the negative value of the ad tax payable and such waste type slash 650 to 0,
Mhm.
you must change the default value of this constant from
Mhm.
1 to 0 or leave it blank.
Mhm. So what you understood from this? So what it is saying, if you by default system considers as a
Positive,
negative,
negative.
so the negative difference, suppose you are selecting 1 here. Okay, so that means actually what does it do? If you by default it is negative, okay, so in the second options, okay, if the /650 is a -1, okay, and if you like to change the negative to 0, you must change it to default value the constant from 1 to 0. Suppose if you do not want any negative calculation, then you make it 0 or blank. Okay, but if you do not, you want to consider the negative as well, then you have to consider it a 1. Okay, so mostly I have seen I have used 1 only. Okay, so that is a thing
Okay,
depending upon the organization, but again
I
it's
got
a
your point.
decision again.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so this is the
Okay,
point here. Okay, so similarly now we go to the PCR. I will tell you which standard PCR calculates this. I will explain that.
okay.
P02.
Yes, sir.
IN 91.
IN.
IN 91. Just go to display. So it is very simple. It's just one liner. Okay. So you it always this PCR will be always check the latest results for section 89. Okay. So your input will be your go to the documentation. I will tell you. Okay. So many things are here. Okay. So these are the four different waste types which we'll be seeing. Okay. Important one is a /650. And other than that, /616, what it will do, it will store the difference between the gross salary actually paid, including that arrears payment. Okay. So that is the meaning of this /616. Okay. And what are this 622/622 and 6I2? It will do 622 is actually it will store the difference between the professional tax deducted for that year and the amount that would have been deducted if the arrears were paid in the year which it pertains. So as I was giving the example, suppose the financial year 2020-21 and the amount which I received in the current financial year, suppose it would have been given to me in the last financial year, what it would have been the deduction. Okay, so that difference it will check, that will be stored in the slash 622. Okay, you got the point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
So for that reason, it is called CF employment tax or professional. CF means carry forward. Okay. And same thing is also there for section 80, carry forward section 88 investment. Okay. So those things are here. That difference between provident fund related things are there also. Okay. But this is the PCR which will be calculating internally for all this section 89 related thing. Okay. So this is how you will be understanding this thing, section 89 relief. We call it section 89 relief. Okay. Now, any questions here?
No, sir. If I have, I'll ask you next session. I will, after I will, once again I will read it.
Your voice is a little lower. Can you please speak loud?
Okay. Maybe it's some internet issues, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I will, if I don't have right now. If I have, I will ask you next session, sir.
Okay, sure. So you just try that hands-on exercise. Okay. So other than that, we have another 2 rules which we'll be seeing. Just go back to this PCR. I'll telling 2 rules also. One is IN 89.
Okay. Document person or source text?
Source text, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this IN 89, why it is required? So this is, suppose let's say you are implementing SAP Indian payroll in the year of 2020. Okay, and before that, suppose you had Oracle or Workday or some other legacy payroll system. Okay, and so in those cases, how system will calculate that old, in case section 89 is required? So in those cases, SAP allow you to bring those data from the legacy system, whether it's Oracle or Workday or any other legacy payroll you are using. Okay. Yes. So SAP will be giving a provision so that you will be use whatever those previously you have used in the system, that particular tax difference. Okay. So system will allow you to, so these are to enter those values in the info type 15. Okay. So in that way, your system will calculate those difference figure. Okay, and these are the 4 different model wage type. You can see M89G, M89I, M89P, M89T.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So these are the 4 different model wage types. Okay, and which will be used for, you can create the difference and you from the legacy system, and that amount you can enter those values. Okay, by copying this model wage type, create your wage type, you can enter those value. Then system will calculate correctly those section 89 related stuff. Okay. So this is the one and the PCR for external data if it is outside the payroll, and same thing is also applicable for another. So this another rule is called IN 90. So you just go back again. You can read the documentation of your own. Okay, nothing much. Same thing is have been explained. Go to IN 90.
Yeah,
okay. So this is purely again. Suppose section 89 relief is calculated completely outside the payroll, and we are just trying to enter that. Okay, that relief amount. Okay. So in the second step, which I told you in IN 89. You are calculating the section 89 relief, means there is no data, just you are entering those data and system will calculate those section 89 relief. But this is the 3rd way of doing. Suppose you are choosing IN 90, then completely it is outside the system you are calculating and just you are entering that value. Okay. So in this case also SAP provides a wage type that is called M89R. Okay. So that M89R, you can just copy that and you can create your own wage type and enter that value in info type 15. Then it will actually calculate your, it will just do it perfectly. Like then section 89 related relief, everything will be calculated correctly in this way. So these are the 3 different approaches And most of the projects which I have worked, mostly the first one, that is automatic computation I have used. Okay, and but these are the options we have for automatic. So I told you today 3 different PCR. Okay. So IN 91 was very simple. It was just one liner which we have seen. Okay. Similarly, another rule or PCR which I told you, that is your IN 89, another is IN 90. Okay. So this is just for your understanding. Even I have never changed these things in my project. Directly I have used this. Okay, that means just copying simple copy, and I use in my program. Okay, the schema. Otherwise, nothing much is there. So these are the 3 PCRs which you have to remember. Okay. So any questions? Anyway, you will be practicing these things. These are little tricky topic, but very interesting as well. Okay. So in the last month, I got an issue regarding this. SAP have has released some note related to this. People whose last working day was something, and they were not able to calculate. Some issues were there. So I have solved one of the issues related to section 89 in the last month. Okay. So this was my from project experience. Any questions here before we move to the next topic?
No, sir. I don't have any questions.
Lakshmi, do you have any questions? Anyway, you'll be practicing this, then only you'll be getting.
After.
Yeah.
So with this, we have completed your section 89, which is the topic, that is your info type 588 subtype 4. And with this, I have completed the entire info type 588 today. Okay. In the 588 since morning, we have seen those related to previously we have seen, and today we have seen labor welfare fund. I have also seen your P-tax, professional tax, and in the now today we have seen section 89 relief. Okay, section 89 relief is again any interview, it's one of the important questions. So you have to give a scenario. So the scenarios which I told you, those scenario you can explain. Okay, suppose somebody is asking what you have to do in case of section 89 relief. What are the typical business scenario? Generally, people will be asking those business scenario. Very few people will be asking this kind of tables. Generally, they do not ask, but I have seen people asking. But people will generally prefer to ask business scenarios. So in this case, you can explain this section 89 relief. What is the company practice? Okay, the eligibility, all those things you can explain. Okay, so this was all about section 89. With this, now we'll be moving to the next new info type, which is your interesting one, 589. Okay, so 589, what does it all about? It is all about your reimbursement. So before we start, any guess what are the possible things for reimbursement? What do you understand by reimbursement?
Yeah. Reimbursement purpose, it's a type of the perquisites of first we are spending, and after they will give the money to the employee.
So do not get confused regarding the perquisite. Perquisites are different. Okay, I'm taking a session on the perquisite differently. Although we have came across the perquisite related to car, perquisite related to your housing. We came across that. Okay, but details I will be explaining later on. But today we'll try to understand what is a reimbursement. Okay, so basically, any kind of for any organizations, generally, if it is a part of your CTC, mostly I have seen. Okay, okay, so then particular that amount. Okay, so any companies are actually any kind of expenses incurring, like mobile reimbursement, any kind of it can food reimbursement, food, so all those kinds of things. So newspaper, books, journal. Okay, so those are the different examples of types of reimbursement you will be able to see. So this info type 589, if you see, you can try something. So by default, it will take today's date only. Okay, so what you can try for the month of April.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and for this, you can also categorize different kind of eligibility. So different types of employee grouping, subgrouping. Depending upon that, we can have different categories of this reimbursement, and all this reimbursement will be identified by the tax code. Okay, so every reimbursement will be with its tax code. Okay, so those are different concepts. And now what we can do, just try to choose any specific waste type. Try to check if anything is there.
Background settings is
Okay, so configurations are
no
missing.
values.
Okay. Okay, no configurations are missing here. Anyway, we'll be try to understand those things. Okay, so there is a reimbursement waste type. There is a specific table. I think we have came across in the past also in this particular table, which I'll be putting in the chart window. Just we have to go to that particular table. Okay, that is T7INA9. T underscore.
Tax codes.
Yes, T7INA9.
Okay.
So basically all the reimbursement waste types in the V underscore T7INA9, which table I told you, okay, so their tax code will be found in another table called V underscore T7INT9. Okay, so these are two tables which we'll be dealing with.
Okay.
Allowance grouping, you can see this is completely blank. Okay, so you can see change view reimbursement allowance part. Okay, so there are three things we'll be seeing related to one. So one task I'm giving to you. So you'll be telling me what is the difference between these three. Okay, so you can search, you can make an article or you can make a table, the difference between these three things. What is reimbursement, what is allowance, and what is a part. Okay, so that is a task assignment for you, for both of you, because that understanding is very important unless and until you understand. Okay, so you can see in this table there is something called RAP number, RAP amount. What are this? So these are nothing but your actually shortcut of your three things: reimbursement, allowance, and part. Okay, how this calculation will be happening. Okay, so you can click a new entry. No worries. Click new entry and try to enter any waste type. I think those configurations are missing, so you'll not be able to find out anyway.
Okay.
So you can also do like if an employee is eligible for a specific reimbursement, only that will be appear for that employee. Okay, so those kind of things also you can do. Okay, so there are many configurations. Okay, so there are many configurations.
Medical reimbursement.
Okay, so I can see people have already created some kind of medical reimbursement. I'm not sure whether those are correct or not. 600540 something they have created 18. Okay. So before we go there, let's go step by step. Okay. So I'll be telling you some specific waste type M282. Okay. So you can search for M282. I'm just telling the model waste type. If it is there. Okay, how to find out whether it is high, why it is not there?
Yeah, so drop down this M282.
Okay,
yes, we got.
This is your monthly reimbursement. Okay, so generally we copy this in our customer namespace. Okay, so what you can do if you have not configured anything related to waste type for reimbursement, you can copy this monthly, any kind of monthly reimbursement for India. You can copy it, and you similarly you can use it for your calculation for this for entering these values in the 589. Okay, another I will tell you. There are model waste types for petrol as well. Suppose you are reimbursing petrol. So the petrol waste type is M280. That's where exactly you have to enter the number of liter of petrol. Okay. Similarly, we do have many such other waste types are also there. Okay. So these are series you're seeing.
We got
Number of liter of petrol, stitching charges, monthly reimbursement calendar. So these are the series for reimbursement we use. Okay. And so this series will be using. And other than that, just to close it, I will tell you the next step.
okay, sir. Yeah. Okay.
The next step is V underscore T7 IN AA. Go to the table V underscore T7IN double A, T7IN double A.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Allowance
so this
code.
will be used for your specific allowance grouping. Okay, so for you, whatever the employee which allowance grouping he belongs to, so corresponding tax code must be there. Okay, and if the person belongs to more than one allowance grouping particular to a reimbursement period, okay, say for a particular reimbursement period he belongs to two different allowance, more than one allowance grouping, then for a entry must exist in view for all allowance grouping. Suppose there are two allowance grouping, so you should have two different tax code for that. Okay. That is the concept here. Other than that, you can also create your own, like anything is required, depending upon the allowance grouping. Suppose tomorrow you create another new allowance grouping. Okay. In those cases, you have to enter those. So the first row, first column is understood is allowance grouping. Second column is tax code. What is this calculation type? YC, can you tell me? There are YMC, three types of values. What are these things?
No, sir.
What does it stand for?
I'm
So
not aware of
here,
this. And yeah.
Annual Y.
okay, so I'll just explain that. So basically it stands
Okay,
for
sir.
accumulation type. Okay. So what does it say? It is not essential that all the reimbursement limits should be annual. Okay. You can have a monthly limit, you can have a quarterly limit, okay, depending upon, because organization can have, or it can be unlimited. Okay. So there are different kinds of scenarios. Okay. So in case if your reimbursement limits are not strictly annual, so you should not span across the financial year to for those kind of reimbursement type. Okay. In those cases, you have to maintain this accumulation type for that reimbursement period. Okay. So with this, you can close it, and I will tell you what is the value of a C. C is written here anywhere. Just scroll
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
C means 1 year, yeah, 1 year thing, and mostly we have used, just scroll, just close this window. Monthly, mostly we have
And
used.
I have a question, sir. I have a
Tell me.
question here.
Tell me.
So a few days back, we have seen cumulative result table. You were asked me one question. What is
UCY. What is the U?
UC? What is the
What
U?
is
What is
the
the C? What is the Y? You are asked a question, but
Yeah,
I didn't find any
exactly.
way. Yeah.
That you got the
these
answer
ones
now.
are
This is the those
okay.
things.
Sorry.
These are the values. Is the applicable there? The U and B.
Okay, so just go to the 512W underscore D. I will tell you. Open that another session. Open a new session. Yeah. So you are saying that 512W underscore D, that accumulation, right?
In cumulation result table, sorry, in cumulation
Yes,
result
yes.
table as so
Not
what
this
is
one.
the table?
512W underscore D, that table you're talking about.
W underscore D. 16.
Uh, go to any of the custom waste type which we have used. Not these ones. These are all secondary waste type. We never test it.
Okay, custom waste type. Okay.
Custom
Your
waste,
waste types.
basic, HRA, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to that. Go to that. Lens,
I,
lens,
I
lens, no, lens.
Lens.
Okay. So here you are asking that this one, right?
I'm asking
No, sir.
when I displayed the cumulative result table, you asked me a question, sir. There is appearing one line Y
Middle
and
of the line,
C.
single
One
C there and Y and U. What is the meaning of letters you are asking? You are asked.
I think I forgot that question anyway. Yes, 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 exactly. I remember now. So those value are talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go there. I will tell you. ADDCU,
Output.
CRT, cumulative results table.
Yes. This
These
values.
values.
CT
are
you can
same.
see exactly. So here now we understood. So what is the meaning of a U? Tell me, what is U? We have seen now there are value U, there are value called Y. Y is
Y
fixed
and
yearly. I understood. What is U? Is there anything M also?
U. Monthly M.
No,
There is
C,
no,
Y.
there is
Yes,
also
M
M.
is there. M is
CM,
there.
C is
M
there,
is
M is
M
there, Y is
monthly.
there. It is the same thing. Now you just go to that
C is
value wherever we have seen CMY. So one is your yearly, another is a monthly.
Go back.
Not this one.
this one, right? Sir?
Okay. Go.
I think it is already open in another window.
Yes.
Here it is.
Y C.
Yes, sir. Here.
Mhm. Yes, so this is the same thing. Yeah.
C.
So C, we understood what is the C?
1 year down
Yeah.
come.
Yes,
Go
yes.
up.
Yeah, 1 year.
C is
1 year
1 year,
OT.
1 year OT accumulations. Your M is for monthly. Okay. And Y, just U is also there. U is unlimited. And Y
U
is
and
annually. Okay. So these are the different things.
Okay.
Okay. Now we got it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it. Yes.
Now
Thank
just
you, sir.
close it. Yeah, yeah, welcome. So these are the things actually we have to understand in a typical configuration, V underscore T7IN double name. Okay, so after understanding this, so accumulation type we understood, and accumulation type, as I have mentioned, it determines the reimbursement period. Okay, so that is the, so next column, if you see C by F periods, what is this? CF period. This is basically carry forward period. Okay, suppose let's say if you do not utilize your reimbursement limit, SAP lets you carry it forward. Okay, so what does it say? Here you can specify the maximum number of carry forward period. Okay, suppose you are putting it 2 and it is accumulation type is the M, then 2 months you can carry forward. Okay, so the unit of this periods is the accumulation type and the value. Okay, so suppose you are saying 6 and month M, then in the carry forward period you have mentioned 6 and it is M in the value of the previous column. That means at least 6 months you can carry forward. Okay, so those things are there. Okay, depending upon that this configuration will be there. So the last one is pay and tax based type. Okay, so mostly reimbursement are often tax free. Okay, so generally for that reason you will not be putting anything. Okay, but if the employee is not able to fully utilize the amount he is eligible for, the companies pays them in the balance under a taxable wage type in the at the year end. Suppose in the month of March he has not consumed it. In the April, he will be employer will be giving that entire balance. Whatever, suppose out of 12,000 you consume 2,000, then 10,000 will be given to you. That will be taxed. Okay. So in this way, you have to understand this thing. Okay. So in the next,
Our time is completed, sir.
yeah.
Our
So
time
now
is
we'll be
completed.
seeing after this another half an hour we'll do. Okay. Then I will explain some of the other transaction code for reimbursement processing. How reimbursement processing happens, I will tell you that.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll take a 5-minute break. Otherwise, then I will take in.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So we can close this and we'll start again in 5 minutes.